Hi, I'm Carl from Tough Souls, and this is our 3-minute trails video about the Cavan Way. The Cavan Way is a 26-kilometre long trail going from the small village of Dowra to the slightly larger village of Blacklion, which sits on the border between Ireland and Northern Ireland. The trail is quite short. We did it in 2 days, but it's very possible to do it in one, especially on a longer day. For us, this was trail 9 of 42 of all of the National Landmark trails that we did, and we did it directly after the Miners' Way. The first 12 kilometres of trail take you from Dowra to the Shannon Pot. This section is mostly small roads with some boggy sections that can be kind of slow going. Along the way we met a local farmer who told us that the small footbridge we were going to cross further along the trail used to be the only bridge for locals to cross the Shannon for many kilometres. If you were heading to Sligo, that was your only place to cross. It could take a horse or donkey, but it's way too small for any kind of car. The Shannon Pot's where the Shannon River first comes to the surface, and it's hard to believe the small kind of pool that we sat beside turns into the longest river in Ireland and the UK. Further on, the trail passes through the Cavan Burn. Like the burn in County Clare, this landscape is kind of a karst limestone and has really distinctive rock formations. Also notable about the Cavan Burn is the sheer density of prehistoric monuments and tombs. We detoured off the trail to walk through the park more and visited the information centre, which I would highly recommend. While karst areas are usually known to be just bare stone, many years ago people planted this area with forestry, trying to turn it into somewhere more productive. And there's an interesting mixture now of soil and trees, and it kind of has an interesting feeling to it. One gorge in the Cavan Burn is known as the Giant's Leap, which is an area where, according to legend, two giants competed for the attraction of a third giant. And they did this by jumping over a gorge, and because both of them can do it, one challenged the other to jump over backwards, and he didn't make it. His alleged tomb is on one of the hills in the Cavan Burn, and it's a really magical place actually. When we were there, it was just shrouded in mist and drizzle, and it just gave the place this really incredible mystical feeling. When we reached the far side of the plateau that the Cavan Burn sits on, we were able to look at the village of Blacklion, which is about 5 kilometres away from there, but it feels like you're already there, so it makes the last 5 kilometres quite fast. The fields on the other side of the plateau are full of sheep, and the fields turn into small lanes and kind of back roads, and it makes it quite an easy walk downhill into the village. The trail can be quite hard to traverse when wet, so we'd recommend having boots. Ireland obviously has very unpredictable weather, and it rains all the time, so always bring rain gear. There's a small shop in Dowra that offers limited supplies in regards to food, but there's a lot of options in Blacklion. As always, whenever you're outside in Ireland, follow the leave no trace principles. Make sure that you don't harm the environment that you're in. We didn't have to find public transport in Dowra to start the trail, as Dowra is also one of the endpoints of the Miners' Way in Roscommon, so we just walked from one trail to the other. Bus Éireann does have a bus that runs from Sligo to Dowra, but apparently only on Saturdays. Check the description for more links. And from Blacklion to Ballina or Sligo, there's a lot of options. Again, the links are in the description for public transport and so on. It's unclear if there are any accommodation options in Dowra. Blacklion has a lot of options for accommodation, and there's a campsite about half an hour walk from the town. If you want to learn more about this trail, we have a full-length video. It's actually one of our favourite videos about the trail as we walked it. That link is in the description, and other links for information and our blog post and so on also in the description. So check that out. It's right next to the subscribe button that you should press as well. This video, like all of our videos, is brought to you by our lovely patrons who we just can't thank enough. And this video in particular, I'd like to say a really big thank you to Renata Lang, to Jen Carey, and to John and Karen Gibson. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you. And also we got a really nice package of coffee from Catherine Gibson, so this whole video is actually powered by that coffee. So thank you very much. That was extremely nice of you.